back to Role-Playing Unlimited Open Table Dungeons & Dragons. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where we are tired as fuck. The Greedy Palace has been keeping me up. Can't and won't, you will and can. And we have a nice collection of players here waiting in the Open Table Lounge. With us, as always, we have Evil Dawn and J-Man himself here to help out any new players who may be in need of some assistance in their strategizing and their gaming, and also to just scratch that gaming itch themselves. I'm going to go ahead and send us over to the gaming page itself and jump into the chat with them, and we'll see you at the end of the stream back on camera. Are you with us?
Can't use.
And yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the game. How's everybody doing?
Oh, doing well.
All right.
Oh, did we do like talk through the silence part, or did you just turn us on?
I have set up a separate channel for that, so you guys can chat as much as you like, and then I just jump in when it's time to go.
Oh, good, because that would have been completely like horrible. It would have been horrible, horrible, horrible.
Yeah, this is the best for both parties, and dear God, 920,254. Okay, well, the planet has been destroyed by a Death Star type.
No, that's how many hit points I have. I was rolling for hit points.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Well, okay then. Don's character has become the size of a Death Star, and a trench appears around his.
I don't like this analogy.
I'm an old
Does
fat
that
guy.
mean
I already
the only
put a
way to
trench on my
defeat him is the
equipment
exhaust port?
That is correct.
Oh no.
It's a small thermal exhaust port, only 2 meters wide,
Yeah, but guess where that exhaust port is?
right below the main port. Well, what's up? We got Drist back with us. Had a week off there. Good to have you back with us. Mythwolf and Sazzy back, as they have been with us the last 2 sessions. Westy, who joined us last week, and likewise Val, who was with us session 1, took session 2 off, and is back tonight.
Hello,
Sean
people.
Poke and find out if he's coming here.
Speak up there a little bit, Sazzy. I want to make sure I'm getting you on the your levels correct.
I'm gonna give Sean a poke and see if he's on the way.
Perfect. I just turned your output up there a little bit, so hopefully that will resolve that. What's happening here? What's up, Evil Dawn, with the sub there? Thank you kindly.
Yep, 9 months of subbing over here.
I like it.
Oh my!
I could have had a baby. Well, wait.
I don't remember how many months I'm up to.
I forget. What's going on with Drist? We're getting a lot of background. Do you have a push to talk set?
Yeah, let me fix that right away. Hold on.
Cool. Maybe I have something set up wrong here.
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, that's what it is right there. How? Push to talk is mandatory. There we go. So now it
Oh
should,
no.
I think he might be asleep.
now it should work well enough.
There you go. Now it's set up.
Fantastic. Thank you kindly. Alright, we're going to take a brief tour back through session 2 for anybody who missed last week, viewer or player alike. This was the scene of the combat in question, another circle of witches in the midst of their ritual. allowed the ritual to complete before rushing in and beating them to a bloody pulp. There were also 2 giant bats who had been attached to witches in some way. So once the combat had gotten a little under, these bats broke cover from the trees and joined in the attack. And cool enough, Braxton, played by Don, was able to use his druidic abilities to befriend one of the giant bats, which might have been one of the more crucial moves in the combat, because this one was getting a little nasty there at some points. If the witches were a little smarter and had just pummeled your group with sleep spells, they would have taken you down in one round. But as it was, because they were caught a little bit by surprise, this one worked out in your favor. And in the middle of the battle, your characters went up to level 2. I think Val and Drist have taken care of that, yeah?
Yes, I have.
Sweet. Alrighty. And with that, your characters have made your way back to the shuttle and are making your way to a destination on the other side of this planet. So it's going to be maybe about an hour and a half, 2-hour flight. If you want to try to catch another short rest, we've already taken 1 today, and the limit is 2 per long rest. So if you don't desperately need one, you may wish to save it for after the 3rd combat. If you do need it, you have the opportunity to now. And as we had discussed last time around, these shuttle scenes are an early opportunity for us to get a little bit of RP in with our characters. So if that's something you all want to do, I'm going to zip my trap here and turn the table over to you.
Quick question. As a short rest, I'll get my key points back. Can I elect not to use any hit die? So my hit points will be the same?
Absolutely. You don't have to spend the hit dice.
Perfect. Then I'll take a short rest just so I could get my key points back.
Sweet.
And question regarding loot and stuff. How is that handled? Like after that encounter, like.
People can go around and ask, to loot bodies and such. I, being a person of nature and stuff, only ask for the barest minimum of items. I don't need to carry those heavy metal coins that you guys tend to use. I prefer things of a nature orient, but if you want to loot, it just depends on how, everybody wants to divvy such a spoils from such battle. Everyone partook, so everyone should have an opportunity to be paid.
We did loot the bodies, right?
We kind of ended right at the end of combat, so it kind of was vague.
And just to backtrack there a little bit, he said heavy metal.
At the point before we loaded on the shuttle, if possible, Greg would go try and see if there was any bat guano laying around.
Why, yes, there is. It's a tad wet thanks to the rain, but there is bat guano aplenty to be found. And there's no nothing against us. If we wanted to loot the bodies of the witches, we can definitely do that before we get on the shuttle here.
Yeah,
I
we
would
have to do
definitely. Yeah, I would definitely take a look at that chief guy or the chief witch near us. Lead
Gotcha.
witch.
I think I have some random treasure decks set up here, so it can work out well for these types of scenarios. Yes, I do. Grab this.
I would also like to ask you, as my compatriots, as we do go through, if we do encounter any more animals of such, if I'm able to befriend them, we should leave them alone. I understand one was attacking, but if an animal is fleeing, it's not coming back. So we could just let it go without attacking everything that's, leaving our area. That's just quite unnecessary and, brutal.
Greg would give a Roger Roger as they're picking up about 2 pounds of bat guano and shoving it into the bag of holding they've got.
That's a fair and logical point.
2 pounds? That's gonna be.
You know, there is a chance. I mean, I do have a certain affinity and communication with beasts and creatures of that sorts. So by, you know, it is possible that they may be helping me, you know, and helping us.
Well, Nisha's response is posted in the chat log there to what Braxton is saying. And in the meantime, Drist and Mythwolf, if you would each roll a die 12 for me, please.
You know, I understand, Nisha, that, you know, however, if you were fleeing from such a situation, would you prefer if your adversary let you go unscathed, or would you prefer for them to attack you with all of their might as you're trying to leave?
Greg's gonna walk around and check to see if anyone is hurt. If they are, cast the Cure Light Wounds on them.
Siltim's good on health.
Anyone else?
I'm fine. I'm slightly injured, but I could take care of myself if necessary.
Okay. And
I'm good with my hit points, so I'm good.
Ogily dokily. They'd head for the shuttle, not too interested in the loot, and start popping out their eyes to work on them. Using one eye in one hand. Holding one eye in one hand while working on the other one. While working on it with the other one to see.
Wait, he's dissecting the corpses, is what you're saying?
No, Greg is working on his own eyes.
I see. I was like, oh, now you're taking the witch's eyes. That's an interesting development.
Yeah, he popped out one of his own eyes and is working on it. And then he's gonna pop out the other one and work on it once the one's done.
It might be quite difficult to work on both of them at the same time.
That's the reason why he's only got one out at a time. And what he's doing is integrating his goggles of night that he gets for being level 2 artificer into his eyeballs.
Very cool.
And just for ease, I have posted the results of the looting in the chat log there, so we don't have to try to remember what it is and what things are worth. We can just copy that. And under your character folder, there is a handout folder. One of them is called Party Treasury. It is edited. All players are able to edit this document, so there doesn't have to be a consistent party treasurer. You can switch off per game. You can switch off per need to access the document. If one person just wants to take the notes, you're more than welcome to do so. But this is an easy way for everybody to see what the party has, and then of course if anybody wants something individually, you can just copy that over to your sheet and delete it off the party tab.
Very cool.
In the meantime, this isn't going to show up as much of anything to your characters, just a blank document, but that is, there it is, somebody already entered the info. Perfect.
Yeah, because it was quick to do.
Easy peasy.
Greg is also gonna pass out rations to anyone who's getting ready to rest, that way they can have a bit of food. Probably looks a bit silly with one eye in his hand, another in his other hand full of rations, but that's what he's gonna do.
Good RP going on there in the chat, so even if it's a little silent in person, the chat log is busting away right now, so enjoy.
How do you do those comments in chat like that?
You can use one of two methods. /E makes your dialogue emboldened like that. Exclamation point, and then lowercase CEM, Charlie Edward Murphy. And your text will come out like this. Whatever color you've chosen next to your avatar name will be the color of the box. So you can have the emboldened orangish yellow color, or you can have your own individual color with box in the picture there. Two ways to the same end.
You totally missed the chance to say, Charlie Edward Murphy!
Charlie Murphy!
Using an asterisk before and after will italicize anything in between the two, like I did with going from action to words.
Yup. That is true. And yeah, essentially whenever you are all ready, we will proceed to the next map. There are supposedly 4 sites that we are going to visit here, so we are halfway done.
How do you do the command again?
You can do /E to get the orange-yellow bold font, or exclamation point CEM. Yeah, just what Justin typed there. Thank you. Rocking with a steady 4 viewers tonight. Thank you, friends.
Okay, I am prepared whenever you are.
Wait. I believe what he meant to say was, should we take a long rest?
You know what? I would say that, but I haven't used enough spells yet to put me in that position. So give me a little time, and I'll ask for the long rest.
I didn't know that that was relevant. I just thought your guy liked a nice 8-hour sleep after every bit of exertion.
No, that's just, in case I've got enough spells. Besides, this character gets spells back with short rests too. So.
Oh, so he's just getting little cat naps along the way too.
Quick question.
Yep.
Was it here that they were centering on before when they were working on their thing? Or was that more down here?
Oh, 1 second. I'm on a different map entirely.
I think it was right here.
Ah, okay.
Correct.
This is
It's-
where the chieftain was.
Yeah, and it's this tall stone right here that is glowing with the prismatic, translucent magic.
Oh, it's still glowing?
It still is glowing, yeah. Which rings true with what your objective is supposed to be, because the witches are
Okay.
supposed to complete their ritual before you kill them. So at the first site,
So this
they were-
is to be expected.
Exactly. The first site was this. And
Mhm.
basically they had enchanted the tree, and the tree was letting out a beam of light, kind of like the Luxor Casino here in Vegas, just like straight up into the sky. And it's still doing that. Even at certain points on the map that we're currently on, right here. If you kind of angle yourself correctly, or you climb a tree, or you peer between the trees, you can still see that beam of light beaming into the sky.
Gotcha.
He's gonna study that real quick.
Okay.
Compare it with some notations and such he's got.
Gotcha. Historically, there's not anything coming up on this for you.
Is
Can Greg follow him down and check to see what kind of magic's coming out of it with an arcane check?
Give it a shot. Well, a 23 as you're examining this pillar, you would guess that it is a powerful conjuration magic. Digging all the text RP there. That's some great detail there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this. Kind of walk around the site to see if these stones have anything like almost like Stonehenge, and if they have a celestial nature to them. You know, like a star map or something.
Okay.
Obviously, knowledge is not my best suit because my intelligence is not great, but
Yeah. Well, you are convinced that these do, in fact, form a kind of star map of the known universe. And you're so sure of it that you kind of want to tell everybody about it. And hopefully they just won't see through the bullshit. Be like, wait a minute. This one is the planet that we're on? Well, then how can this one possibly be yada yada?
What's really funny about that is he's basically the scientist at the beginning of Stargate who got it wrong.
Oh, that's
Before,
great.
before Alan Jackson shows up and goes, no, that's
Welcome
not
in,
wrong."
Sean.
Welcome back.
see, this entire area, the reason why they're able to summon such creatures is because of the position of the stones are also positions of the stars in certain galaxies. And what they're trying to do is utilize that celestial magic to bring these creatures here from other planes of existence. And that's why the stones are in this particular order. When we go to the next one, it's going to be in a different order because they're trying to summon from a different location within the celestial sphere.
Well, that's the sweetest smelling piece of shit I ever smelt.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if that, not to necessarily like check out his bullshit, but to see if that makes sense?
Yeah.
I think
based
like
off
an
of
Arcana
everything.
check would actually be better if it's
Oh, yeah.
if that's
Yeah,
up to you, Dan,
Arcana or
you know.
intelligence.
I was gonna about ask the same thing to see if that made any sense to Greg.
Would it be insight to see if he's lying or not?
Well, I'm not seeing if he's lying. I'm just trying to calculate out everything that he said.
The other
Right.
thing too is that I'm not lying because I believe it.
Correct.
You
Not that
know.
I would know that, but just okay. He's saying all these. He's
John,
saying
do you
2
have
plus
push
2
to
equals
talk
4.
enabled?
I'm seeing if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's definitely not intentionally bullshitting. He legitimately believes what he's saying is true, but Asilitem is like, yeah, I don't think that's right.
I'll just kind of nod my head because
Greg is kind of like,
he's fairly
"Some of
sure on
this-
it.
Some of this rings true to me, but I'm seeing some major flaws in your logic starting on page 2 when you use an addition instead of a subtraction."
Greg doesn't say anything at all. He just keeps working on his eye, and then once everyone's aboard, offer to carry everything in the bag of holding.
Sean's having a technical issue. Just a
Yeah.
heads up.
I was just waiting for the RP to die a little bit here. You should just need to turn on push to talk, and you should be good to go there, Sean. So I think I had this channel open to just speaking normally, so the only thing I changed was push to talk enabled.
I'm still able to talk normally. Woot!
Huh. Interesting. You're suppressed. Don't have you muted.
I have a headset that I toggle my boom mic up and down so you don't really hear any background noise.
Nice. Very strange. Okay. Okay, I see what I did. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the mandatory push to talk. Obviously, I didn't have it set correctly in the first place. Sean, you should be good to go now. Just make sure you do set up push to talk so we don't get any background noise if there's any. And then everybody else is doing pretty well on that front as it is.
Hey, he's not muted now.
Welcome.
Yay!
Welcome to the show, brother. And if anybody else is able, if you have background space free on your computer while you're gaming, turn on your Twitch and watch the Role Playing Unlimited stream in the background. Boost our viewers and help us all out collectively.
You can see the DM rolls that way. Ooh.
That's right. You can see when I'm fudging in your favor and when I'm just being brutal.
What a dick!
You're a dick.
I noticed that last week. I was like, oh, we can't see his rolls. Then I was like, let me look at Twitch. There it is.
There it is, yep. Yeah, that I can't hide, because even when I'm in player mode on the screen that is streaming, those rolls still populate as
Mhm.
normal, because it's assuming that I need to see them.
Yeah.
So, oh well. If nothing else, at least you're getting assurances that I'm occasionally bending the dice in your favor and not being like, that was a natural 20! Clearly you hit a 3. No, it was a natural 20. Alright, and I'm gonna get us set here for map number 3, which, based on the dark storm clouds ahead on the horizon, you are going to be in for some even rainier weather and possibly some thunderstorms.
Question.
Yes.
How often can I change out my spells as an artificer? Not change out the spells, just change which ones I have prepared.
I believe long rest.
That's usually the case. I believe Warlock
For
is
full
one-
casters, yeah.
Right, Warlock's one of the few exceptions. Sean, are you
Okay.
able to speak? It looks like you're trying to, but I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I'm not hearing from him either.
Try backing out of the channel and jumping back in, maybe because I changed the settings while you were in here. It's not allowing him to talk. 'Cause, yeah, we can see he's trying to, but we can't hear him.
Yeah, most casters can
There you go.
prepare on a long rest.
He's still dead silent over there.
Yeah.
No, I can hear him.
You can?
Yeah, I heard him.
What the hell? No, I think maybe he's hearing Justin.
Yeah, that.
Can you hear me?
Hey!
Now
There he
we can
is.
hear you. There you go, buddy.
Da 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 da. All right, welcome, Sean. Welcome. Glad to have you at the table tonight.
Yay.
Ooh, party of 8 should be an interesting combat ahead. And if Katie or Christy happens to show up, then Don and Justin will play a musical initiative or swap out every couple rounds or however we want to do it. We can switch off by the session, we can switch off by the round. I think by the round was cool because it allowed you guys to get in action somewhat frequently, but your choice.
Well, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
Burn the bridge. It's raining.
I mean, cross the bridge or something.
What the hell? Alright. Welcome to map number 3, where hopefully the increased animated effects are not playing havoc with anybody's computer operations. If they are, like last week, if your programming is slowing down for any reason, then I will just shut off the rain and the lightning.
That's super cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I like these animated effects. They add a nice touch.
Thunder!
I was caught in the middle. Oh, we need Big George. He's the only one that can do a decent. Brian, was it Brian Young or no? Man, what's the lead singer's name of AC/DC? Not Bon Scott, the new guy. Brian something.
Brian Johnson, right?
Yeah, Brian Johnson. That's it. I kept thinking Angus Young. I was like, no, that was the guitarist. Yeah, Greg is definitely activating his weather resistance protocols. And it looks like here we have even more witches than we had at the previous 2 sites. And if you look at them closely, some of them are already injured. So it looks like they've gone through some kind of contest just to get to this point. Additionally, there are a few of these nasty little bat critters flying around, which do not look like normal bats at all. Double check. If anybody has, I would say, any of the normal knowledge skills could possibly apply, be it religion, arcana, nature. If anybody wants to.
How about survival?
Not survival, I would go nature.
I think I got that. Hold
Or
on.
Arcana.
Arcana works, yep. Religion.
Boo.
How about perception?
Well, not applicable in this case. You can already see them, so unless there's some of them that are invisible, hopefully not. Well, Greg and who's this Sean Daly guy that just joined the adventuring group? Both of them seem to have some idea of.
I don't know who Sean is, but he sounds to be very intelligent and handsome.
Yes.
Agreed. You believe these are what are known as skin bats. They are undead creatures created from skin flayed from the victims of sacrificial rites. They are given a measure of unlife by a vile ritual involving immersion in abyssal flesh, vats, and invocations, and similar to various demon lords, I should say. Their primary feature, they feed on the skin of living beings to replenish their own constantly rotting skin, and their acidic saliva acts as a paralytic poison and leaves ugly scars on those who survive an attack.
Would they be able to chew on Greg's skin when it's metal?
Probably not.
Yeah, because his skin's made out of bronze and steel.
Yeah, that's one of the areas where 5e gets a little... defies logic a little bit, whereas in 3e something like that would be automatically, well, of course they can't chew on a Warforged person. In this system, it's more a matter of what are your resistances, immunities, vulnerabilities, etc. Do you have a Constitution score?
A Constitution score? Yeah.
Are you immune to paralysis?
Give me 1 second and I'll tell you.
Gotcha.
I'm immune to poison and disease and sleep. So no, not paralysis.
Gotcha. So somehow this thing would still be able to affect your circuits, if not necessarily eating skin. I guess the acid might like burn some connections and an active paralysis type effect.
I could see that, I guess.
And in Sean's case, since you got the 20 on the nature check, you are also familiar with the skin bat's high-frequency cry, which has the potential to summon swarms of mundane bats to their aid. So, we have that. We have our witches. We can see some of them are injured. It appears the southeast and the northwest might be the weakest points, because that's where they're most injured happen to be. Looks like these two are down a few wounds, as are these two ladies, and I use the term loosely, down there.
Is there a particular one that looks similar to the last leader, or?
That would prompt a perception roll. See if we can identify. How about Cal? He was asking about a perception roll. Let's see if he's got one.
Hey,
I see rain.
HP.
What's going on, Saz?
It's Val.
Oh, Val.
I was wondering if I had my crossbow set up right for the elemental damage, because I tried to do that today too.
Fire a shot. Let's see what we're looking at. Acid. Just make sure that piercing is also included in there. It could be like piercing / acid, piercing plus acid, or just piercing acid, just in case the piercing is ever relevant to a damage resistance or whatever. It would technically be both. Looks good.
Like that?
Yes, yes. And then, like the previous two encounters, go ahead and drag your character sheet. I'm going to say, just for the time being, let's all assemble here in this open northwest corner. And then, since looks like we're going to have a potential of 4 and 4 if we're going to do the split like we've been doing, we can kind of strategize a little better with everybody here on the same side to begin with, I think.
It's a little bit bigger group, 4 and 4. I would maybe say no.
Yeah, splitting too much on this one can be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I remember how to do this. How to put my character on here now.
From the journal, if you just click on your name and drag the character sheet to the tabletop, whatever square you release it in, that's where your token should drop to. You don't have to have your character sheet open, just open the journal and drag it out. Sean, looks like we're just waiting on your character to join the party here.
GM question.
Fantastic. What's happening about?
On the ride over, I know I was working on my magic items for the Gargles of Night. If there's enough time, could I also use my alchemist supplies to, say, make a potion of healing?
I was just glancing at the artificer rules, and a lot of those require a long rest to be able to complete.
Alrighty, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you kindly. Alright, so we're gonna stick together as one group this time, it sounds like?
Yeah, it'll be better that we can watch each other's backs instead of being separated and then all of a sudden, being in big trouble.
Alright.
Anybody pick out a leader?
From the... Oh, you got a 19 here. Justin, you are pretty sure it's one of two. They both look pretty equally important in terms of their garb, so it might just be that this large of a group has two different leaders, because maybe they're two different groups brought together. But this one right here, I'm going to change... I'm going to put a purple icon on her. And I'm going to put a purple icon on her. Could be either of them, or both of them.
Sounds good.
And I would suggest we go in from the southwest section. That's a large group there with a leader. Trying to hit healthy ones first is probably better than going after the weak ones first while we're still healthy.
So you're saying land in the southwest corner instead of the northwest?
Yeah, that's what Tariq would recommend.
Yeah, there's 5 there. If we go quick enough, we could take out 5 in a round or 2.
Plus, it takes out one of the bats right away too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It makes sense to me.
I mean, aside from someone watching our right flank, for those 2 hurt ones, going after the healthy one seems like a good idea.
We might even possibly, with the noise of the storm and them concentrating on their ritual, we might be able to even get another surprise like we did last time.
Would be nice.
Is it safe to assume that we can land down in this corner instead of the northwest?
Oh yeah, go ahead and just drag your tokens onto the southwest side. And we will proceed from there once you're all in position. GM's gonna grind up some inspiration here while you all do that. And I was gonna roll initiative, but then I got high. And I was gonna bring that dragon out, but then I
Did you see his recent redo for that?
No, you gotta link. me
He
to that.
his house got searched by the police, and so he made a little skit out of all the security footage that he had of it.
That's great. And I was gonna pay my child support. No, you wouldn't, but then I got high.
Is there any way to get rid of all the icons from everybody?
Yes.
Not on the map, but on the below the map.
Absolutely. Thank you for that sub there, Radio Free Covenant. 17 months. Thank you. Are you with us? Mythwolf, above the chat log on the right side of the screen, click the settings gear. And then scroll down to audio video. And then click video display. And I prefer the avatar video size to names only. It's going to free up a bunch of space for you. In
So much
fact,
better.
if you have an option, I like to move all of the names to the top of the screen because it seems like it's even more out of the way for me as opposed to the bottom. I don't know if everybody has that option. It's just how I do it.
I do have that option, and it works.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Greg is still lingering up there. Let's just bring him into position. He said he wanted to charge in first, right? So we're going to start him like right there. Alright, and here's where things get interesting. As you proceed to watch the witches perform their ritual, as you've done 1 to 2 times now, depending on how long you've been here, you kind of sense that they're getting near the end, probably within 30 seconds, you would guess. Everybody's kind of getting their weapons ready, getting their components ready. Alright, we're going to charge, we're going to do this. And this little pond, lake, whatever, starts bubbling. And it is clear that there is something inside of there that is quickly making its way to the surface. And it reveals itself as a creature very similar to the Watcher in the Lake from the Fellowship of the Ring. Here it is in all of its glory, and if you had to guess, with no roles involved, based on its demeanor upon its arrival, it is very pissed off at these witches. And therein creates a potential problem for us, because we need the witches to finish their ritual. And if this thing kills the witches, that kind of F's up everything we've done so far. But it's got a blue health bar, which means it's not necessarily our enemy. It could be our enemy. Not necessarily. So, how do we want to handle this? Because now initiative is going to be rolled, because this thing is triggering combat. And we're going to see exactly what happens and in what order we may proceed. This is definitely going to be a bit more challenging. Alrighty, and descending order, our initiative. Justin is first with Tariq, Westy with Silatim, and then the witches. And they're gonna break the ritual to attack this thing, or they're gonna try to continue the ritual to the end. Not really sure. Greg is after that, or Delane if he is not yet back, followed by Braxton, Amphith, Theron, the Skin Bats, Nisha, Cal, and last but not least, the giant octopus. Wow, so the thing that's triggering the combat is going dead last. Alright. With that being the case, I'm gonna say we've got about 2 to 3 minutes of real time here, 30 seconds or so in game, to amend our strategies. So you guys go ahead and discuss what you want to do here, and when the time is up, I'm gonna tap J-Man on the shoulder, and it'll be his turn to go.
Is there anything that we can learn about? Like, is there anything that I can see regarding what spell they or ritual they might be casting to see what they're really hoping for out of this?
That's absolutely an option. That would be an Arcana check. And J-Man... Oh, goodness. Well, on the opposite side, J-Man got the 20 on the insight, so what are we trying to figure out there?
I'm basically gauging the situation that's in front of me. You know, like you already said, the octopus looks like it's, or squid or whatever it is, it probably wants to attack the witches. What do I feel like the witches are going to do? Are they going to try and quickly finish up the ritual? Are they going to have a couple break off and attack it while the rest continue the ritual? I don't know if that can be done. I'm just trying to get a gauge of the situation now that this thing has appeared.
Gotcha. Based on the actions of the 2 witches that you have pegged as the potential commanders, they are still in the midst of the ritual, but able to kind of peripherally direct what's going on with the tactics. And pretty much all they're doing is directing the Skin Bats at this point. You're not exactly sure what it is they're ordering them to do, because they're kind of speaking to them in a weird combination of primordial and possibly druidic, if you had to guess. Maybe even some infernal mixed in there. But it looks like the witches themselves are going to try to stay put and finish the ritual in the hopes that the bats can somehow take out this octopus.
Well, I mean, at the very least, if the bats start attacking it, it will probably focus on them first.
I know Druidic. Does it sound comprehensible to me?
Roll perception.
And I also know Abyssal.
Yeah, similarly, perception on that. I mean, you both speak little bits, or well, you're both proficient enough in your respective languages that the little bits you're able to pick up from the witches definitely ring true with what Tariq got on his insight check. So everything is kind of okay, 2 + 2 = 4, and we think we have a handle on what these witches are going to do. And with that being the case, I'm going to pause the out of game here for a second. Just want to read what's happening in the chat. Nisha is asking Braxton a question regarding the octopus, and Nisha is responding. Yep. We do need the witches to complete the ritual. Very true. Yeah, I think we'd all be feasting for a while. I'll have the calamari.
Wow! I'll have the insensitive bitch with a side of fuck you.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, looks like we've got as much strategy as we're able to figure out here in the chaotic adjustment of the situation. So, Tariq, take it away.
I'm basically just going to ready in action, and kind of motion for the others to just kind of wait, knowing what I know about they're going to try and finish the ritual and send the bats after the squid. So I'm like, well, let's hold off, see if the bats can occupy the octopus long enough for them to finish the ritual, and then we can hit the witches and the octopus can kill them too. I don't care.
Alright, and Asilitim following that up.
Yep. Because I had no clue what the ritual was going to be. I am totally going to follow his lead, and I will hold my lightning bolt cantrip, and just get ready to strike the nearest opponent with it, who after the ritual completes.
Asilitem believes that the purpose of the ritual is to capture this massive lightning in a magical receptacle and use a witch's brew to mix it together, and whoever imbibes it will gain enough XP to reach level 20, especially if they are a lightning-themed wizard.
Oh god! It's mine! I must have it!
I'm just gonna jump in the lake now.
Alrighty, well, the witches, as predicted, are going to proceed with the ritual. There is definitely a bit of haste in their gesticulations and their chanting, but it doesn't seem that it's really actually making the ritual go faster. It's almost just kind of like a unconscious panic that's happening with the witches now that they see this giant thing in the lake. And Greg is up after that.
Greg's gonna get to a clear firing position to rest the crossbow across one of these stones, like say here, and get ready to fire on whichever target they're told to fire on first.
Alright. And what's happening with the Braxon? You there, Don?
Yep, I'm still here. I'm going to utilize my wild shape to activate my form of stars. It's a really long printout if you want me to print it out, but it's basically I am now look like a shimmering form with a humanoid, almost like a stick figure of light. My form glows for a little bit, like a 10-foot radius, and I'm going to have the Archer constellation on my chest.
You picked that because I'm a Sagittarius, didn't you?
That's right.
You think that's going to get you some bonus points, don't you?
I know it's going to get me some bonus points.
You're right, motherfucker!
But also the Archer gives me the an attack on bonus actions. So.
I like it. I like it. And it is a bonus action to do that, so continue.
The rest of it I'm going to wait and, you know, to see what is what.
Alright. And up next, the last of the double-digit initiatives is Amphith.
Okay, going to hold an action. This one here attacks any of us, or the octopus. I'm going to attack her.
I missed the pain
For
this one. Gotcha. And I don't know if you and Saz can see the live stream, but watch out for that giant, sexy, bald guy that's like perched right above your shoulders there. You don't know what he's got planned.
Oh, he's getting the first. He's getting the first trident. That bastard. I don't trust him.
Not just a trident missile.
All right, and
So yeah, he's got the trident out. He's got it reared back, but he's not letting it go yet.
Sweet. And Theron is up next.
And then I'm just going to hold an action like everybody else. At this point, I think we just wait to see what happens.
I like it. Oh, the Sith raid just started. I'll be back in about a half an hour. I gotta get some attacks in here. Westy gets it.
Yep.
Alright, skin bats are up, and there are but 2 of them. So let's see what kind of offense we can muster against this monstrosity. Skin bat, skin bat. Bite! And that is a hit. Oh man, if this thing gets paralyzed. Con save. Oh my god! A natural 1 on its con save! Ah! Wow! Okay, well at least it's only 1 round paralyzation, but damn! You never thought you'd see that bat kick that kind of ass. Or that the octopus would have such a weak saving throw.
Did you mean to do a 1d4?
I did.
For a con save? Okay.
No, not for the 1d4, not for the con save. The 1d4 is for the number of rounds it's paralyzed.
Oh, okay. My bad. Gotcha.
Just trying to find the paralyze icon. If it's possible. Within a few moments. And let's see. So I think I'll just put the little icon there. 1 round. Yep. The skin bat is attached to one of the octopus's octopi tentacles. Next one flies in. Try to attack with a flank. And even with a flank bonus, it's a missed attack. That'll take us to Nisha.
Holding fire until we see what happens.
Okay. Cal is next.
I will just keep my arrow still pointed at the second bat in case if it sees us.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
that's all I'm gonna do. Be on standby.
Very cool. And the octopus loses its turn due to being paralyzed. Well, let's see exactly. I believe that's what's going to happen, but paralyzed, incapacitated, and can't move or speak. Automatically fails dex and strength saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage. And any attack that hits the creature within 5 feet is automatically a crit. Well, at least it's not paralyzed for more than 1 round. Okay. That goes away. And the first round is going as well as the witches could hope it could have gone. So, Tariq, back to you.
Do I have any kind of clue as to how close they are to finishing?
You think 4 more rounds. 24 seconds.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then I will just continue to hold until it looks like something else needs to be done. Because at this point, that's fine. What's happening right there is great.
Not to shortchange anybody here, but are we all just kind of repeating from last round, holding and waiting to see what if anything progresses?
Correct.
Just a quick clarification question. Do the witches notice that we're there and just keep doing what they're doing, hoping that we let them finish, or?
They don't seem to notice your presence. I'm assuming based on your positioning that you're trying to remain as secreted as you can here. And the ones that are across the lake that are facing you, it looks like the rainstorm is too thick for them to accurately see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then if they don't notice us, then I would do nothing and watch the ritual complete, hopefully.
Cool. And the witches continue their thing. Greg, Braxton, Amphith, Theron, same as last time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, brings it back to the skin bats. Pair of flanking bite attacks there, both of which will hit. Decent chunk of damage off that giant thing, and it lets out a loud scream into the storm. See if it can make its con save this time. There it is. All right.
I want to hear the sound the giant squid makes as it screams from a bat bite.
A paralyzed giant squid.
I kind of feel like, oh, I thought me and Val maybe were on the same, wavelength there. I was waiting for it to pop in to the stream there, but I feel like it kind of sounds like,
So it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, in other words, huh?
So
Get your ass to Mars.
Yeah, just imagine that scene in Total Recall when his eyes almost bug out of his head.
You think this is the real Quaid? It is.
Okay, so the bats have done their part, and Nisha and Cal also holding again.
I'm gonna do something a little bit different.
Okay.
I'll move right there. I'll move right there, and then I'm gonna actually take a shot behind the squid, the octopus, not hitting it, just to keep its attention away from the witches.
Just kind of fire like a distracting shot at the octopus.
Basically, yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack anyway. See what kind of accuracy we're looking at. it's a huge target. It's kind of hard to miss. The wind and the rain do play a little bit with your arrow, but more or less it kind of lands like over here. You're not sure if the octopus actually saw it with the bats, one of them still attached to it, but no harm, no foul, huh?
That's the idea.
All right. And the octopus gets its turn. It has one still attached to it. No worries, Mythwolf, you're good. Okay, octopus gets an attack against the one not on it. Ow.
So was it decided that we could talk to each other as a group without the witches hearing us?
Depending on how close you are. Like, I would say this group over here can reliably communicate with each other, as could these three over here. I don't know that Amphith could say something to Tariq without being heard, but you get it.
Yeah, I'd be shouting.
Right. Okay, so it looks like that skin bat just took a nasty wallop from a tentacle for half of its hit points, and it is grappled. And that sends us to the top of another round. 3 rounds to go before the ritual is complete, if you had to guess. Tariq and Asilatem, same as last?
Yeah, again, until it disrupts the witches in some way, I don't think we should move.
Very cool.
I think that maybe we could separate into 2 groups and kill the 2 and then the other 2. Like the one where the leader is, if we can get those, if we could take the kind of the group towards the bottom.
Sure, that's a good idea, but we gotta still wait.
That might slow the ritual, though.
No, not till I would wait.
Oh, not till they're done. Gotcha.
I would wait maybe until they have one more round of the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're particularly sneaky, even this flat stone right here is about 4.5 feet high. So if you're able to kind of sneak your way through here and kind of hide behind these stones, and then once they're done, just be like, ah, here we go. I mean, that's definitely possible.
Yeah, because that will stop them from. If we can get 2 and 2, I think would be quick.
Oh shit!
Sorry, J-Man, I had to. I love that voice. It's hilarious.
Yeah, looks like Tariq is going to be playing as Earl here for a little bit. At least you're not on video and you don't have to throw on the hat.
I like wearing the hat, though. Maybe I'll just wear the hat anyway.
Just put it on, run, do it.
That's right. I just do it. We won't know. You won't know it. It won't matter. We won't know.
Witches are happy with how things are going. They continue what they're doing. Val, Dawn, Sean, and Grant. I'm assuming the same as the previous rounds, if I'm incorrect.
Yep, still holding.
Yeah.
Greg's gonna hold
a little group down below. Hey, what happens if? What do you think about going over behind the leader, and then when the ritual is over, we take those 2 and leave the other 3 to take the other 2.
I think in this weather, I'd probably trip over a stick.
Oh shit, man! That's a talking turtle. What the fuck? I said, God damn! I never seen a turtle talk before.
Greg's just slightly changing targets. He's gonna have the crossbow ready for attacking either the closest witch or the octopus if the octopus moves to attack the witches.
Here's my thought process, guys, for the bottom group. If we attack the two that everybody's attacking, we get flanked. If we attack the other two, then we won't get flanked.
We shouldn't attack any witches yet because they are needed to complete the ritual.
Yeah, but we can plan.
Yeah, he's just talking about right now moving closer so that way when the time comes, we don't have to move 30 feet towards him or 40 feet, however far we are away. It sounds like.
Yeah, if we won't be able, none of us could make it there in one round because of movement speed. If we slide over now, we can get to behind the two and then be within our movement.
If you stay within the trees, you might be okay.
I don't know how sneaky, creepy talking turtles are. But I'm not all that sneaky, creepy. So I don't know if I can get up there but not be seen, and I'd like to use the lightning on us. It'd be bad.
I would imagine.
Yeah, and me glowing like this is not really that sneaky.
Well, I imagine they're distracted from the rain and lightning.
They're all facing the lake.
Yeah, they're all facing the lake. Listen, we can all attack. 8 of us can attack 2 people. But if we kind of separate, if you're worried about being a little less stealthy, help with the 2, and then that way we can separate not too much. We'd still be kind of together because we're within 30 feet of each other. But I think that way we can engage 2 different groups real quick at the same time.
You know what? Turtle's supposed to be wise and all that stuff, so if Turtle says it's a good idea, that's probably a good idea.
This rain is really making you sound weird.
I think he might be gargling some of the salt water.
I thought it was hot Cheetos.
Oh boy, I love hot Cheetos.
Flaming hot. Well,
if you want to move forward, we can cover you.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Grant.
Then on my move, when it's my turn this round, I'm gonna use the trees as cover and try to just go like right here.
Okay. And just for my information, roll a stealth check as well. And Val and Dawn, you both also just had turns pass in there as well. So if you want to join him as part of this preemptive strike, you have a move here as well.
Greg's gonna sit right where he's at because he can shoot anyone on the entire map from where he's sitting.
Yep.
What kind of range is that crossbow?
320 feet.
Just keep in mind the rain and the lightning do provide a slight bit of concealment. It's not that you can't see people across the lake. It's just that there might be a AC difference than a usual attack.
Well, its normal range is 80 feet, but with a long shot I can make 320.
Right.
So I could shoot almost everyone in the circle from here.
Yeah, exactly what Grant's saying. Their bows in the rain is hard, but we are playing heroic characters too, so the system does give us accommodations in that respect. It's just not as easy as a clear sunny day like on the first map we played. I see our brother Ben hanging out in the Twitch stream here. Welcome, brother. Hope you're feeling a little bit better. He's been sick for a few days, it sounds like. So yeah, man, thoughts and prayers with you, man. Hope you feel better soon.
All right, so I'm taking a wander across the southern part of the map towards those other 2, just so we can spread out a little bit and cause more mayhem.
Cool. And Greg is gonna stay there. I don't think Nisha. No, you have not missed your turn yet. Yours is coming up after the bats. Okay. Do their thing right now.
Stun.
Okay. Bite. hits. 6, 7, 13 points of damage. And once again, the giant octopus takes a nasty pair of strikes and lets out another. And
I really don't think that's a normal animal, Druid.
yeah, if this thing, if things work out favorably for you at the conclusion of the combat, maybe take this thing back and try to figure out what makes it tick. The restrained bat here makes no attempt to get out. It just keeps biting the tentacle that has it restrained. It doesn't seem like it has much hope of getting out. And Nisha and Cal, your turns are up. Nisha first. You didn't really miss a whole lot. The southern group looks like they're kind of spreading out. If you take a look down there, it looks like they might be getting ready for the conclusion of the ritual in another 2 rounds or so. But otherwise, they didn't make any attacks, and you can kind of see with the health situation of the octopus and the bats there in the lake, how that's going.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes. And are you still holding position, or did you want to try to do something different here? Kept his aim, still...
No hold.
Gotcha. And Cal, anything different here?
I will do the same thing I did in the last round. Fire another.
How many arrows do you have?
I should have 17 left after this.
Gotcha.
Right.
Just keep in mind they're going to be a little harder to retrieve from the lake. 11? Yeah, a little bit better. This one, like, just nearly clips the octopus. Like, if you're not positive because of the way the rain is coming down, but you think the shaft of the arrow might have actually grazed along the back of the octopus as it sailed by. It didn't actually pierce it and damage it. It just kind of boonk and then fell into the water. And our octopus is going to try to choke the life out of the bat that it has, and is unable to get a firm enough squeeze to do any kind of damage. So, with that being the case, alrighty, this thing is taken off. And it's bringing the bat with it all the way over to here. Not really sure why it's moving, it just appears to be in panic at this point after the amount of damage it's taken. Must have Buffalo Bill's furniture.
I don't know if there's a way you can check in your settings there, Dan, but it looks like the map and information is kind of blurry on my side. The chat looks fine, but it's the map and the turn order and, you know, that stuff that's blurry.
Did you do a page reload? It might be
Oh, I'm talking on Twitch.
on Twitch. It might just be because
pretty good to me.
yeah, it might just be because you have a few things open on your computer. It looks okay on my side.
Looks fine on my side as well.
Oh, okay. Never mind, then it's probably just me.
Cool. Thank you all so much for watching tonight, man. We got a good sized group of people here. Much appreciated. Are you with us?
Here,
Is
another.
the octopus moving aggressively or just like it's trying to flee?
It's moving. It seems aggressive. You don't know necessarily if it's going for the witches or if it's just trying to put some distance between itself and the other skin bat, but it's definitely in a frenzy right now.
Did the one bat get an attack of opportunity because we want this octopus to die?
Let's see.
We don't necessarily want the octopus to die. We just don't want it to interrupt the spell.
The ritual. Yeah, true.
This bat is going to take its attack of opportunity and peel away a little bit more.
I guess we just don't know if it has to die, but it just can't fully interrupt.
Yeah, like let it live as long as possible, because once that ritual is done, it can tear the witches apart to its heart content.
Yeah, I mean, if these creatures keep each other at a stalemate for another 2 rounds, it's like the best possible situation for everybody involved, aside from the witches, or aside from the bats and the octopus, of course. Where the heck are we here? Top of the initiative again, so 2 rounds to go, it seems. Justin and Westy still holding?
Yep. Staying where I'm at because I can hit everything on the board.
Yeah, I'll just creep forward a little bit to be closer to Theron as he moves up, but otherwise I'm holding still.
All right. And then Dawn and Grant, did you want to take any additional movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna move just at a slow pace. Oh,
You're
Right, he's-
discovering on this map, just for clarification, as you're moving through it and the rain continues to pour, the ground is very muddy and it is difficult terrain. So if you want to move 30 feet, it's in most cases it will take a move and a dash.
Well, I'm using both actions to move my 30 feet.
Yeah. Potato, potato.
That's true.
And Mythwolf, you're happy with a position there?
yeah, because nothing else is happening.
Let's see what these bats have in store. No flank attacks, because that was just kind of happenstantial. They're not really tactical. But they both hit, so another 10 plus points of damage here. Oh, what's all this? Oh, thank you for the cheers there, Valtherus. Thank you kindly. Are you with us? I went all British there, I don't know why. Nisha and Cal, how we planning this round out? Looks like we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Oh, sorry. Greg was gonna move on his turn if it hasn't, or if it's already passed.
Oh yeah, go right ahead. I assumed you were still holding where you were, but yeah, you have a movement just as well that just went by. And Cal, are you gonna save your arrow this round, or are you gonna try to fire another one?
No, I'm going to save an arrow this time.
Okay. Octopus is gonna try to repeat last round, squeeze the life out of the one that it has grappled. Oi! It just cannot get a firm grip on this freaking thing. Natural 20 if it had advantage, but it do not. Alright, looks like this might be it, Justin, if your guess is correct. About a second from now, once the witches conclude their turn, the ritual will be done.
Alright, so can I ready an action for that eventuality?
Yes.
Alright, then I'm readying my action for the ritual to complete.
Okay. And, Westy, same from you?
You said it was dark. How dark?
It's not so much dark, it's just that there's so
Just
much
stormy.
rain. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
There's just kind of
gotcha.
a screen of water.
So, having him told us when the ritual is going to end, supposedly, I'll hold my action to launch my cantrip at potentially this guy. I gotta go back to selector. To that one if I see the ritual end.
witches follow up right after that, and just as expected, the ritual concludes. And this time, a little bit early to the party on the last map there, Don, but this time, the arches, the stone arches around the lake, all of them begin to glow with a dark bluish purple, almost black magical energy. And as these pillars or the archways begin to come to life with this magic, they also begin to emit a somewhat ominous and with that being the case, Justin, you have ready to action?
Am I able to target either of these southern ones from my location? I'm not sure how the rocks are positioned there.
The big one is perfectly blocking your view, and the high side of this one is perfectly blocking your view from the other one. So if you scooch a bit east or a bit north, you're probably going to have a better line of sight on them.
Okay, but I can just run in there and attack melee too, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. It is difficult terrain, but one of them is only 3 squares away. And there it is.
I will dash in there as she's like, "Oh, the ritual's done," and I'm just gonna basically slice her down the middle with my longsword.
You weren't expecting to see the face of Stewie Griffin on this witch as you charged her, but as she turns to you, she goes, "What the deuce?" Whoa!
Nice.
Double crit.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna demand that D8 be re-rolled, because that is weak for a pair of natural 20s. 5 plus. F it. Roll it again. Fuck it. Roll it again. Alright, 2 it is.
That was just meant to be, I guess. Holy crap.
2 20s and 2 1s.
Well, at least it's a successful strike for a good amount of wounds, but yeah, that definitely could have gone a lot better in your favor. And, Westy, you have the next ready to action here.
Yep. So last time where we were fighting those witches, you saw me casting Firebolt. It's now kind of changed its element a little bit because I saw how effective lightning was. Nope. That's against this guy.
The octopus?
No, sorry. The
one that's
bat
grappled.
right next to him. Yep.
Gotcha. Damn, I was hoping my addition would have been missed for at least 1 attack, because I thought that would have been interesting. The long, super long spell description.
Oh, I changed. I changed the one that I had modified. I was like, oh, that's right. There's that spell. Let me put cantrip.
Oh, we could have picked a cantrip to change its energy instead of a weapon.
In his case, because of his character. He still has
okay.
a weapon with an elemental enhancement, but because of his character and the lightning theme.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And Greg, you have the next action here as that skin bat takes a jolt of electricity, and because it's being grappled, the octopus takes a little bit of it as well.
Oops. Fair.
4 for the bat, 2 for the octopus.
Yep, that makes sense.
It all makes sense.
I had clear line of sight there, right?
To just about everybody, yeah, except for maybe like
I was going after the southern purple.
Southern purple. Scooch up one more. This is a pretty tall pillar here, and now you can kind of shoot past or through Justin and the other witch.
I'm gonna shoot past Justin and whatnot.
She does get a little bit of a cover bonus because of the two in front of her. But if you're planning on moving back to the trees, I don't know how much you want to expose yourself. If you wanted to like move out further to negate that cover bonus.
Well, I'm not planning on moving back to the trees, so I guess I could step up here. Because that'd be 15.
Perfect. Yeah, that's going
Is
to
that-
knock out half her cover bonus at least.
Is it a straight? Yes, it is. I think, would that line work for my Tasha's Cauldron through without hitting, Tarek?
It does go through his square. I'm not sure what the effect is that you're doing.
It just says a line centered on you for 30 feet of acid.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't want to do that then. That might be a little too close for comfort.
That's what I was asking. So I'll just
But-
shoot it with a crossbow.
Aim to the northwest, you gotta clear through both of them.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll turn around and throw, basically shoot acid out of my chest at both of them.
Alright, so Amphith will see the
DC of 13.
the end point of that acid splash down in front of him. Let's see. Dexterity save. 1 or 2 points of damage.
I rolled 2 1s on that.
Yeesh. One of them made it, one of them was not as fortunate. A little bit of acid damage to them, and they are very glad that it's raining. Okay, and Braxton is up next.
Alrighty then. I am going to move a little bit off to here, and I'm going to use summon insects or infestation on the leader right there.
Let's see. Okay. I don't know if the respective players noticed it or not, but over the week I went through the existing spell templates and looked at your spell list. So I think it's Val who has a grease spell that when you cast it, you actually have a template you can drag onto the map that only you should be able to see. And then likewise for
Yeah, I
Dawn,
saw that.
you have the Entangle.
Yep, I saw that.
Sweet. Nice little addition, and that way I don't have to search for it when you cast it. Okay, poison damage to the leader. Con save. Oh shit, Ant has to move in a random direction. Okay. Alright. That con save was not what she was hoping for. She is down a little bit of hit points. Duration is instantaneous. Okay, and then Dawn, you want to roll a die 4 for her random direction? Alright. Looks like she is going to try to climb up onto the stone. And she does with the least amount of grace anyone has ever demonstrated in the history of ever.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to fire off a luminous arrow.
Okay. And then she falls to the ground. Is she the target of this?
Yes, she is.
Alright, well she slides into the arrow as she suffers the radiant damage, and then she is on her ass in the mud, pretty much at your feet. I'm not sure, are you in this square or this one? Or were you trying to bridge the squares?
Nope, actually in this one.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, she is pretty jacked up here as the leader of of them. M50.
And that will end my turn.
Very cool. Sean, you are up next. Who's getting the trident? Gotcha. Closest one that just got hit for acid now gets hit for lightning damage, and roll a extra die 4 for the increased damage due to the rain. All right. And that hurt.
And I'm going to move.
Cool. End of turn there for you.
End of turn.
Alright, Theron has the giant spiraling D20 here backing him up on the live stream, so hopefully that's going to result in a kick-ass attack here as you take your turn, Grant.
Alright, I'm going to go after the leader. Right there.
Alright,
I'll use my quarterstaff.
advantage attack because she is prone. That is a hit. What kind of element did we want to add to your weapon?
Remember I told you I was going to do like a light element? Because sure enough.
Oh, well, there were only 5 options. Well, I guess lightning might be the closest to that, since it would at least kind of bring out a light.
So lightning then.
Gotcha. I'm going to change that here real quick. Got that. One more time. Very cool. Holy shit, this guy's got an explorer's pack as a weapon. I can't wait to see what kind of damage he does with that.
I have no idea how that even got there.
I'm just gonna roll it as an example, because... Pow! Ugh! I swing my
It's
bag.
bludgeoning.
I swing my bag at him. That's right.
Don't come any closer, man. I've got a bedroll and I know how to use it.
And Grant, you've got an extra die 4 damage there for the lightning as well.
And then as my bonus action, Flurry of Blows.
Okay. Roll the die 4 first, though. You might kill her with the bonus lightning damage. Because right now, she's at this. Exactly. She had exactly 3 hit points. Ow! And she be dead. So now you still have little movement if you want to give the rest of your attacks to her.
I would like to do that. I will jump up on these rocks.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Make sure you don't slip and make a fool of yourself like she did. You do not.
And then I will... Can you Flurry of Blows a different opponent?
Post the ability.
Yeah, because it's just your bonus action attack.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't say... It just says you can do 2... Yeah, alright, so I'll Flurry Blows her.
Alright. attack bonus for the high ground. Hit, 12 points of damage. And she is hanging on with 1 hit point. And now the skin bats will take their turn up here. See what kind of coolness they have, if any. Oh, dice turned against them. Neither of them were able to get an attack on the octopus this round. And we're gonna see. Yeah, this one is gonna move up here and be in another substantial flank as we take it over to Nisha, hiding over here under this tree. Best place to be in a lightning storm.
Don't stand too close to Greg.
Okay, so gonna take this as a sneak attack. So I'm gonna move the shot and then the D6 roll.
And that's on this one?
Yeah.
Alright, and we have another witch hanging on with 1 hit point.
He's now moving.
I like it.
Alright. This might be an interesting move. Oh shit, the techno kick-ass song just came on as Cal's getting ready to whip some ass. Alright. For my action, I'm actually going to cast Entangle on this witch right here.
Oh, I missed that you had an Entangle. Let me add you to that template. Let's just see.
Where are the templates at?
They will be on the very top of the journal if you have spells that require templates.
Gotcha.
A lot of the instantaneous effect magics don't have templates that came with them, and stuff like Entangle or duration effects do. So yeah, Cal, if you see that Entangle pop up there, you should be able to drag it onto the board like you do with your character token. And look at that! Alright, that is...
Am I in the range of that?
At this moment, he's affecting both you and himself. So he can do it this way and leave himself out of it. He can do it that way and leave you out of it. Looks like that would be the best way. And leave all your characters right there on the periphery.
Yeah, that should be, that's... If somehow didn't put it at the right spot.
Oh, no worries. It might not deploy perfectly when you drag it out. You can always tinker with it as you need to. Unless you're playing a wizard with like a 2 intelligence, and then I might ask you to roll a tactics check or something.
All right. Next. No, I'm still not done yet.
Oh, for sure. Go ahead and post the entangle spell to the chat log while you're in the middle of your turn here. Just so I can start looking at that. Gotcha. We're looking at strength saves.
And then for my bonus action, I would breathe. I would use my fire breath on them. It shouldn't be able to reach Greg there.
Gotcha. What is it, 15 feet?
Yep, I double checked.
Nice. Well, one of these witches got a 0 on her saving throw, so that's it's not what I was hoping for. They both failed though. One of them's about to be dead. You have your attack block set for fire breath.
Can't remember how to do it now.
Let's see. Character sheets. Oh, I guess there's not. We haven't built an attack block for it yet. So I'm gonna try to do that over this coming week, because I want to set a template up for that as well. That'll be cool to have. Basically, they just need to roll their dex saves. They failed that, so roll 2d6, and that's how much damage they're taking. Oh yes, she is definitely dead. And this one just lost half of what she had left. And she's entangled in what is now burning entangled. Oh no, now the fire's put out. Now it's just nasty, sticky, charred, entangled vines that are still entangling her. Well, alright, any other movement after that, or are you gonna stay put?
A little bit over there, and I should be fine.
Okay. Scooch up a tad, and the octopus will try what has kinda not been working, but yep, not gonna work again. Just cannot hit this damn thing, even though it's got a grapple on it. So that sends us back to the top of the round with Tariq.
Man, it almost seems like a waste to attack this thing with 1 hit point.
Somebody's got to do it.
And I just use harsh language as I walk past.
Basically, I mean, shit. Unfortunately, I don't have a bonus action that can hurt her or whatever. So I guess I'll try to finish her off.
well, that will certainly do it. Hit there and X.
And then I will do a move to get closer to the next two.
Alright. Back it up here to the west, where somebody's about to ride the lightning. I feel like
So
Hetfield.
I'll go ahead and I'm gonna cast Magic Missile. I have how many darts? Wait, 3.
Yeah, 3 by default.
So I mean, because I only have level 1 spells yet, I'll cast 1 on this one and 2 onto this one.
Oh, I'm zoomed in way too close. I think I didn't
Oh,
see.
sorry. So what? So 1 onto the one that's weakened and 2 onto the one that's at full strength for the bat.
Sure thing.
Oh, nope. That's. I thought that would roll. It did not. Let me go over here and do this.
Wow. You
So
needed
that's
max
per-
damage to kill that one.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Ah.
I was like, how do I split it? I'll risk it.
Yeah, that worked out.
Because that's per dart damage, right?
Yeah, die 4.
Yeah, so, yep. So this one takes 10 damage.
Well, no, roll 2 more die.
Oh,
bonus
oh,
plus
okay.
1. They
Gotcha.
each do
I thought it.
individual.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Alright.
Well, you were right then. I stand correct. Ow. Well, that one used to have 10 extra hit points.
And that'll be my turn.
Hey, the witches are prepared to join the combat. How about that? Oh boy, until now it's been all ambush from the players. 3 witches lie dead, one of them is entangled. We're gonna start on the north and just work our way clockwise like last time. And for now, the octopus is the primary target. Try 6 different attacks here. Two Rays of Frost, 2 Rays of Sickness, a Sleep Spell, and a Tasha's Hideous Effin' Laughter, because what would be better than seeing this octopus just roll over laughing? If it's even possible, which is don't. So Rays of Frost, we are looking at... Nope. Yes. Watcher in the lake. Fire a pair of sickness rays. 1 hit, 1 miss. Con save in addition to poison damage. Ow! Wow, natural 20 on the con save, okay. And the sleep spell. Not quite enough. The octopus will not be falling asleep. lastly, against the hideous laughter. Well, this octopus takes itself very seriously. It does not find any of this shit funny whatsoever, so it will not be collapsing into fits of hysterical laughter. And that's all 6 of those witches on the north side. So on the south side here, start with the one that's entangled. Yes, I will be going invisible. See what happens. Yeah, that's wow, fucking He-Man. I'm out of here, bitch. Greg, perception check, please. Yeah, you're pretty sure this witch just walked right in front of you and past your threatened square. You're not positive.
Can I use a?
But you think she did, so attack
Can I
opportunity?
use my? Yep.
Get it, brother. Oh, and the dagger does meet something solid, and you hear a gasp of what the. And then you hear a little splash of water as you think she ran further to the east, possibly somewhere over onto this tiny little outlet. As for the other 2 witches who are still alive over here, what the heck's going on over there? The fucking leader's dead. I think we're going to send some rays of sickness over at Tariq. Looks like one of them might hit. 19 AC for 7 poison damage and a con save. Nice! Perfect. She looks down at her hands and is like, as if her magic has betrayed her. And Greg, over to you.
On the 2 in the north east. Acid Splash has a range of 60, so just barely.
One good, one not so good. Take a bit of damage. Right there. And she will take no damage. And anything else going on there for Greg?
I think you rolled 1d20 plus exclamation point.
I definitely did. That's why the +1 didn't go in. So it just came in as a 19 and a 2.
Greg is going to spend 15 feet of movement they get because of the difficult terrain, and move up to this square,
Okay.
and that will be it.
Alright, and Braxton has the next initiative.
Okay, I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt. On this first one.
Ow. Well, 14 damage is 4 more than she had, so.
Bonus action, I'm going to Luminous Arrow against the second one.
Oh, whiffer!
And then I'm going to move back behind here to use the stones as a cover. And that will end my turn.
And we head back over this way to Sean.
Okay, if I move Ampheth here, and he reaches in to get the trident, would he get entangled? To retrieve his trident, I mean.
Oh, it's inside the entangled?
Yeah, it's currently in that witch.
There's a slight chance, but you're confident you would probably be able to make it out. Of course, a natural one's always possible.
All right, I'll chance it.
All right. Yeah, just roll a straight d20 once you get over there, and don't roll a 1 or anything horrid, like a 2.
Just a straight D20.
Yeah. No way!
Oh, shit!
I don't know how many of you watch The Office, but if you do, you remember the episode where Michael falls into the koi pond?
Oh, no!
And all of a sudden he's just like somehow in the middle of it. Inexplicably, it's like a pond of water that's like 1.5 feet deep and he can't get out of it. Or if you've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, I can't swim! Help! So yeah, somehow Amphith done got himself entangled up in that shit.
Did he at least get his trident back?
No, he did not.
Maybe if he rolled a 2, he probably could have.
Yeah, 2 was get trident and be entangled. 1 was be entangled with no trident.
I know what I'm doing next
Oh
level.
my gosh. Alright, so Theron is up next over here. Unless Sean has a bonus action he wants to use, but do that simultaneously while Grant's going.
No, I'm done.
Alright, brother.
All right, so as a bonus action, I could use Step of the Wind with the key point, and then I get a dash action. So if I dash and my speed is 40, how far can I go in the rain?
I would say 20 with the difficult terrain.
Yeah, so difficult terrain basically halves your movement, so you have a move, of 40, which would be 20. And if you use your bonus action to dash, that's another 20. So you technically get the full 40 from both of those actions.
Right.
All right, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run at that other witch over here. Oh, 35. I'm right next to her.
Very cool.
I'm thinking of that scene in regards to Sean getting pulled into the entanglement in the vines. I'm thinking of that scene from Jumanji when the plant vine takes the cop car.
One more movement. Can I, like, tackle her as I'm running?
Absolutely. That would be opposed athletics checks.
I would like to do that.
Okay. Well, athletics is her specialty, so I don't think you're gonna. Oh my God! I rolled a natural 20. You got to beat an 18. Oh, still beat her. And that's why natural 20s don't always succeed on skill checks.
Yeah, it's gotta hurt like a son of a bitch to get tackled by
I can't believe I beat her.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's a. Are you looking to just like kind of tackle her like a football player and plant her ass in the mud? Or are you trying to pin her?
Yeah, I want to tackle her down and pin her so she can't cast any spells.
Okay, so.
Because I know she puts people to sleep.
Gotcha. So we'll do something like that, and man, roll 2 dice 6. Very impressive athletics check. Take the better of those two. We'll take the 4 plus. What is your strength bonus?
+2.
So 6 damage, and she is prone and restrained. Just that icon there on her, so we don't forget. Okay, and anything else there?
No, that's all I got.
Alright. Accidentally dropped the turn order there. Okay. Up next is the remaining skin bat. Wondering what the heck was that just came out of nowhere and pummeled it with force energy. Whatever, I'm still attached to this frickin' octopus here, so I'm just gonna keep on biting. Oh, and I forgot that it's an automatic hit, so I've been shorting myself on a couple hits here and there, but no biggie. Probably only 1 or 2 at most. Successful slashing of damage there on the octopus. Oh, what's all this? We got something else. And another cheer from Valtherus that seems to prompt the British again. Thank you, are you with us? Oh, the bat is done. Its turn. So Nisha is up next. Over down here.
Alright. Is there anything I can do for, Amethyst here?
You can use your action to give the help action, which would basically give him advantage on his strength check to try and get out of there.
Alright.
But
I have rope, too.
Whenever Cal's turn comes up, he can also just dispel the entanglement because it's his spell. So there's a possibility he might do that. Save you an action, save Sean an action. Won't take any action to dispel it.
Well, Cal, you gonna dispel that thing?
dialogue there. What you think, Cal?
I would dispel it to help him out.
I like
Okay.
it.
In that case, okay, let's see here. Not too long a range for a shot, you think?
Pistol shot?
Yeah.
I don't think it's too far. It might be a tricky shot considering the size difference of the octopus and the bat, and considering that the bat is attached to the octopus. But it's definitely possible.
Alright.
Just a matter of if you want to expend the ammunition on a less than ideal opportunity.
That's true. Could aim for... Either of these. It seems like we're flowing counterclockwise though, am I right on that?
It's gonna take people a while to get to that side though, because of the difficult terrain.
Yeah, Cal's probably not going south, east, and then north. I'm guessing Cal's probably just going to go straight north and start hitting those witches when his turn comes around again.
Alright, I'm gonna take a shot at this one then. Well, this one. This one
Okay.
may be a little tricky to hit. This one's clear.
Sure.
Now, you think that's sneak attack level here, or are we,
I don't think sneak attack applies since everybody's kind of aware of what's going on at this point.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a straight shot then.
Gotcha. That is a hit, however. Even with the sheet of water that's kind of blocking. Acid sizzle on impact. Anything further happening there?
Not for now, because I can't see any other reason for, yeah, we're gonna hold here for the moment.
Alright, so Cal, on your turn.
Hold on, give you a moment.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. You said you were going to dispel the entangle? Is that correct?
Well, that.
Were you going to dispel the entangle, you said?
Yes, I am.
Gotcha. Free action. There it goes. Amphith feels a sigh of relief and sees his trident stuck in the witch somehow 10 feet away from him. Cal rushes up.
I rush up to the witch. As I put away my longbow, grab my spear, and go straight for the gut into the witch with the spear.
All right. How, which square did you start in? Remember, it's difficult terrain, so it's pretty sloshy. Were you here to start? There, okay. So 30 feet away, the most you can move with a single is 15. So you could inch in and shoot her with the bow, or inch in and throw a spear at her.
I don't waste weapons like that. a little bit closer. Then I'll aim at this one right here.
All right. Nice. And she had exactly 9 hit points. Guys both combined nicely and took her out.
And then quickly hide over here.
Very cool. A little bit of convenient cover there on the leg side. And the giant octopus will end off the initiative for the evening. See if it can get a swat on the living bat as it realizes the one that it's been grappling is somehow dead. Hey, I did it! I don't know how. I did it.
Yay!
More.
Oh! And that bat, Justin and I were talking about it the other night at in-game board night. Sean was there as well. The actor who does the death scenes from like Skyrim and stuff. And the one where he just gets hit and like just flies out of camera. And that's basically what just happened to this bat. It just and the skin bats are removed from the initiative. That will end our initiative for the evening. Send us back over to the start page here. And on the stream, the ending soon screen. Well, players, we had a very full party tonight. I think everybody did a fantastic job keeping their turns in check, not spending too long. Everybody was amazingly tactical, worked well together, and this was a pleasure to witness. I hope you all had a good time tonight.
Hell yeah, this was fun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, great time.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Oh,
Yep.
my pleasure.
We kicked ass.
Yes, we did.
Did any of us really take much damage?
I don't think anyone's been hit.
I was
Or
hit.
somebody was hit. Yeah, somebody was hit.
I was hit, but it didn't do anything because I'm new to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have messed them up.
Oh,
The
yeah,
vine
this could-
grabbed me. It gave me an Indian bird, like my big brother. Mm.
One whole unit there has been wiped out. It's just the others now.
Yeah, and I mean, if the octopus had been better on its attacks, then the skin bat's less effective. This could have gone a lot differently if the octopus had started harassing the witches in the middle of the ritual and you guys had to get involved in that. Because that's, I think, just looking at the odds of the encounter, that's how I thought it was going to go. Like, here's all the pieces in play. The octopus comes out. There's 5 rounds to go. Odds are, by at least round 2 or 3, this octopus is going to start getting up in these witches' faces, and we're going to have a bit of a moral dilemma, because I know some characters don't like to attack unaligned beasts, especially if they're druids, or particularly have a particular affinity with animals. So this worked out very well, and yeah, hardly any of your characters are damaged. We're looking at the main screen here, and everybody's pretty much got the same hit points they came in with.
Also, the initiative order really played a lot in that. If the octopus had gone first, say, it probably would have taken an attack on a witch right away.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Drist, Val, very cool to have you back. You as well, Westy. Thank you for joining us again.
For sure.
It was fun.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah,
But nobody expected me to use Entangled.
I certainly didn't. I didn't know you had it, but you hadn't leveled up when I last looked at your character sheet.
Oh yeah, because I wasn't here last week. I didn't know if you had everybody leveled up or not.
Right, right. Happy surprise right there, and thank you all for adding to our viewer count here. This is definitely one of our higher shows here, so I appreciate you.
Well, my third level is going to be interesting.
I think everyone's third level is going to get a little interesting.
Oh yeah, once everybody gets the subclass. That's like the
I already
first
got my
real
subs
taste
left.
of the extra abilities right there.
I have a quick question. How do I keep? You guys might know. How do I keep track of key on the player?
The way I did it is, you know, the little boxes in the upper right hand corner. You can add additional boxes. You could relabel those, and the top part of the box is your permanent score, and the bottom part is the number of uses. So you can either do it in either direction of subtracting one every time you use it, or start at 0 and add 1 as you use them.
What boxes in there's no boxes in the upper right hand corner. The upper right hand corner is like my name.
No, it's kind of like right above like the class features and stuff. It's kind of top middle of the character sheet, but on the right hand side.
Yeah, they
Where like it
actually-
says hit points.
It's right underneath your short rest box. There's actually a box that's already built for it there, Grant.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see it. Oh, I got it. It's there.
Yeah, there's just stuff hiding all over the place, and once you get used to the way the character sheet is set up, it becomes a lot more easy to identify where things are at. Sometimes, though, if you have new abilities where it says other resource, you can click that and type in whatever you want it to be. Like I just typed in this on your character sheet, but it could be arrows or really any expendable resource that you have, be it healing potions if you want to keep track of them there. And then if you hit that plus sign, it's going to add 2 more boxes in case you have need of other resources.
And that's where I can keep my healing potions in too.
Yeah. Little handy spot for that. Though you can always keep them on your equipment list, but they're a bit easier to access maybe up there because it's a bigger box. You don't have to finally scroll through the equipment as much. As everybody gets to use the character sheets, find little hacks and tricks to make it work for you.
I knew it had to be on there somewhere. I was like, it's got to be on here somewhere.
I'll see y'all later. Have a good night.
Hey, do me a favor, everybody, before I close out completely. Just send me a private message at some point here in the next couple days, just to let me know if there's another weeknight that works for you for this open table concept. Because with the table of 8, and there still being other players that have expressed interest and other people who have joined us, I might open up a second night for this. And knowing where everybody's availability is at, it'll help me, because now if we have a party of 8, now I can split that into 2 parties of 4, and then still have room for other people to come in without everything getting bogged down too much.
I'm usually available most nights anyway, so.
Sounds like a plan.
For sure. Yeah, just send me the information. I may not remember it, but if it's in text, I'm a little bit better at tracking that. So, yeah, thank you all, and again, hope you had a fun night, and we will catch you this Friday for the return to the Roleplaying Unlimited Out of Character show. We have 5 topics up for discussion. Biggest PC GM blunders that you've ever seen. There is a question about Munchkin and other games as far as inclusivity in today's modern world. Player agency, GM agency, which is one of the bigger ones. I think I have over a dozen, if not 20 responses to that between the different Facebook groups I've posted them in, the Discord group. So that's going to probably take about an hour alone just to go through the player agency side. This is going to be a longer show, maybe 2 to 3 hours. Add a character. Feel free to join in. It's going to be here in the open table voice chat, so if you want to join into the voice chat and be part of the conversation that way, if you want to be involved in the Twitch side of it and have your answers texted in, whichever works for you. It should be a fun little out-of-game experience before we return to something else on Fridays. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your week, and are you with us?
Yeah. Thanks, Dan.
Amazing job, thanks.
Night all.
Night.